Hey, what's up? Gonna do another little build video. Gonna do a little fabrication redesign of a prop that I built before, which was a coffin. That the lid split open, all pneumatic. Here's a control box. We're gonna toss that out. And then once it came on, LED light shined on it, and up came a corpse. So this has been around for maybe like 6 years, and just want to redesign it. One of the cylinders is starting to bind up. Probably just had some moisture in it from being outside. So what my plan is, I'm gonna cut it in half, probably about right here, so make it look like it's coming out of the ground. And then instead of having the full lift up mech, I'm gonna do a scissor, or not a scissor, but a 4-bar that makes the corpse pop up after the doors open. So let's get cutting away. All right, so everything's knocked out on the inside. I drew a line there where it's at the bottom of the torso of the corpse body. And what I did, I actually went 16 inches up top, 14 on the bottom. So hopefully it has a nice little slant to it, like it's coming out of the ground at an angle instead of just straight up vertical. So let's get cutting away. Cool, yeah, on a slight angle, exactly what I wanted. So that looks pretty good to me. The corpse will fit right like that, so measured up pretty good. And then it'll have the doors on there. Doors will probably bang, boom, 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 then finally open up, and then the corpse will jump up. So that's all I can do here. Gonna head back to the other shop where I got my welder and everything and get that cranking. So let's jump into it. Okay, so made it over to the other shop. We're gonna get this thing welded up, fabbed up. I got all my tools there pretty much. So got the doors all cut, everything cut to fit. So we'll get those down there. I'm gonna put the 2 hinges here, but what I'm gonna do, instead of before when I built this 6-7 years ago, I actually had the hinges on the wood. I'm going to build a metal frame, so everything's hinged up on a metal frame, so nothing's supported by the wood. Just going to last a lot longer, be more durable. Just a better way to go. So going to first weld the base frame on here, then weld up some brackets up here, punch some holes in there, screw it in so the wood is attached to the frame, then weld on the hinges, then weld the frame that goes on the back of the doors so the doors open up, then get a frame welded on the back to mount the cylinders for the doors. And then after that, then we'll get the 4-bar mechanism mounted up, get the foam prop added on. So let's get cutting, welding, grinding. where I'm at. I got the frame measured up where it's all boxed in. The front of the coffin to the back. And what I did to reinforce it, welded up the back brace. So I actually cut the bottom on an angle, so that side was cut shorter, but I don't think anybody will notice. I'm cool with it. If I was selling this prop, something that, you know, we were gonna sell, that would definitely be fixed, but something for the yard, and it's October, what is it, the 19th, 20th, I lost track of time, and time's ticking. I want to get this thing done and in the yard, so let's keep going. Alright, so another quick update. What I did, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to mount these weldable hinges on there, and also how I could secure the front end of the coffin onto the frame. So I got a bunch of scrap stock there. So I try to just, you know, use whatever I got laying around before cutting up some new stuff. Some more piles of crap there. So I ended up just using this 1/8 inch angle iron, punch some holes in it, and then what I'm gonna do is put in the back here, put a piece of flat stock, punch some holes in there, screw the flat stock to the wood. So then I'm gonna weld the hinges on, and then the flat stock that's connected to the door is gonna go on that. And it's gonna butt up against that, so I could weld it with it open and it'll still work. So I'll probably have that spaced out just a little bit like that to compensate for those screws in there, but everything should work good. So let's keep going. So I got the hinge mechanism all welded up. Everything works pretty good. It's slightly off, but it just technically came out of the ground. So, you know, shit works when it's in the ground and stuff, I guess. We'll hit that with the, actually maybe I'll just leave that raw steel and just hit the black frame with some paint. Let that rust out. That might look pretty cool. Then we'll use a little 2 longer screws, so notch those down with the angle grinder. Cut them off so they're nice and flush. Now the fun part, attaching some cylinders on there to make the doors open. So what I'm gonna do is the back. Let me go around the back here. I'm gonna take the Sawzall and cut the entire middle section out. Because remember, we're gonna have a 4-bar mechanism that's gonna shoot the zombie out. And then plus I need to weld on some mounts to have the cylinders be mounted here, attached to the door. And then on the door, I'm gonna weld some type of extra bracket that comes out. We'll punch some more holes in it for added stability for the door. And then one of the mounting brackets for the cylinder is gonna go here. So it's gonna be tricky to mount it up where, you know, the cylinder's got to be big enough and, you know, space it out. So it's going to be some trial and error, but I'm going to get it. Let's go. All right, so we got the back all cut out, nice and neat. What I have here is some air cylinders. I had these laying around for a bit. They came off another prop that we rebuilt. Had a repair. You know how it goes. But these are 3/4 0.75 inch bore diameter, and they're 6-inch strokes. So these are going to be mounted somehow like this, welded up. Like I said, there's going to be a bracket here welded on there, so get you some more support. And then this is how the doors are going to open. So just it's going to be kind of tricky. It's always tricky calculating the angles from there to there and getting the pivots right, and also so the doors open up all the way, not just like that, but you know, you kind of want them like that. So let's keep going. It's getting pretty late here, like 1 a.m. So I'm trying to hurry up. So I want to get this thing done. Alright, so here we are. Got the back cut out, cylinders mounted up. Just had to space it out with some 1x1. Got the cylinder mounted up there. That one. So this whole frame wasn't square, so I had to space this out with some 3/4 square stock, but everything opens pretty good. So closes up there. So there's a little gap in the middle, but not too bad. Nothing's really gonna concern me, or everything will work pretty good. So there's the guy. Gonna be jumping out, so let's keep going. All right, so I kind of got a little carried away, and I built the 4-bar mechanism already. Instead of doing a straight parallel, I made some modifications, and I put a 4.5 inch spacing and then a 4-inch spacing, so this way the bar's on an angle, and when it goes up, it goes straight. My hands are dirty, I know. So I just foamed the body onto the mechanism. I used Smooth On Reynolds Advanced Materials, sells it, Flex Foam at 5. So that stuff works pretty good. You can get a lot more denser foam, but this is what I had on hand. So we're gonna let that cure up, and then we'll get it in the upright position and check it out. All right, so here's a finished product, I'd say. I still got to run the air lines and get the control board set up, but we're gonna call this done. I got the screws that were sticking out all ground down. We got the, let's go around back, show you guys. I got the 4-bar mechanism mounted up, everything secured into the wood. We got the close on the zombie. We got the zombie foamed down. We got the cylinders all on there. We got the welds all finished up. Let's see how this works with the door. So the door's gonna open on up, revealing the zombie. Kind of put a little Spanish moss on him. You can see we got the braces all on there. Nice and sturdy, welded up. This guy goes up pretty high. I can't get a good shot, but yeah, he'll go up pretty high. So let me get it wired up, and then I'll get a video going of it in action in the yard. So let's go. All right, so day 2 of the build. Got everything wired up here. I got everything in this waterproof container. So we got our Peekaboo Junior controller. We got our 2 solenoid valves, air regulator, all wire lines. I like to use these union adapters. So once we put the prop away at the end of the season, just disconnect that. The controller goes in a separate spot. The prop will go back into storage. And then, you know, this has a nice gasket seal on here. So that'll fit. And then that actually fits pretty snug on that frame, so the back is all contained. This is just a piece of scrap there. So that's the back of it. Then I also hit it with some black paint. I'm going to put some caps on the ends of the pipe there, but should be good to go. So let's get it tested up and see how she works. All right, so I got everything wired up. I got the sensor down there. I'm running a beam sensor, and then also I hook a LED spotlight up. So once the doors go open, it's on the same channel. Blue spotlight will pop up, shining the little corpse in there, and then after that it'll jump up. So let's test it out. Cool, and he's back hidden away, so I'm gonna call that one done. That should be a cool one. We'll see how the reaction is from the people, but I like it. If you guys want to hit that subscribe button down below, please like our page, subscribe. Gonna post some more videos like this, a little build videos, and we'll see what we come up with next. Thank you guys for watching. This is Mike at hallucinationscreations.com.